Okay, so I have something to say, but before I say the thing I have to say something else first. But it all connects, okay? Remember how PewDiePie had a bunch of, like, weird white supremacists following his channel and whatever? And, like, it was just really weird, the strong correlation between white supremacists and PewDiePie. And people were like, why the fuck do you have so many, like, Nazis in your... in your fan base? What is that about? You know? And they basically had to and he was following them too. He was following some questionable ass people as well. So they basically strong-armed PewDiePie into, like, condemning Yahtzee ideals. Yahtzee. So that just reminds me, well, I'm thinking about that now because looking at some of these comments, some of these fans of DDG is giving very much, there's so many people, men, who lack empathy, who lack basic, like, human empathy in my comments about my first DDG video, that it's starting to, like, prove my point. Narcissists flock together. Narcissists are friends with narcissists. They're like, it's a cesspool, right? And so, I mean, like, I hate to say this, but if you find what DDG is doing and saying relatable, chances are you're, you know, and especially this guy, like, if you go to my first DDG video and look at this guy's comments, you will obviously know that he's a narcissist, and or he has narcissistic traits very highly. Something I just have so much experience with these people that I can clock it immediately now. Something narcissistic people will do is they'll sit under videos that aren't even theirs, that they didn't even make, and they will comment under everyone's comment with some bullshit. And then it's like the insults, like, oh, you look fat, bitch, or like whatever. I don't give a fuck what you think I am. These titties fat. Like, I don't give a fuck. You think I'm fat? Cool. Like, you can never compare to me. You can never touch me. So you worry about your own body. You worry about putting some lotion on your ashy ass ankles, because let's be for real, you can start a fire with those things. Anyway, as I was saying, you can really, hold on. I forgot what I was trying to say, but sometimes the shoe fits too well. How some of these people, their fans are little representations of who they also are. Because if most of your fans are psychotic, like, I'm sorry to say that, it's like saying something about you. Like, you have to be some parts psychotic to connect with that psychotic demographic that is drawn to your content. Go to my first DDG video, look at this guy's comments. I could clock it so fucking fast, because they'll sit under one video or maybe multiple and comment under anybody who disagrees or disapproves with their master DDG. It's so weird. It's the strangest thing. And, like, it's ad hominem. It's, well, you're ugly. Yeah, well, you're just saying that. Well, yeah, well, it's always woo, woo, woo. And it's always, never, and forever, like, words like that. It's like, come on, bro. Like, you're unhinged. You are unhinged. And you're making your master DDG look even worse. Okay? Because birds of a feather do be flocking together. Okay? If you can't see what DDG is doing as, like, very disgustingly manipulative, like, look at this guy, right? This commenter right here, he's probably also commenting on Hallie's stuff. Well, she's sick as a dog, and her baby's sick as a dog. And now she has to go on Instagram and see all these comments, go on TikTok and see all these comments, on top of being sick, on top of the baby being sick. That is so obviously a lack of, like, empathy and lack of care for the well-being of both the child and the mother, which is the first sign of a narcissist. I'm so butthurt that I drove to see my baby, showed up to your house unannounced and expected to just be invited in and stay a while. I'm so hurt that happened. I'm going to go online and smear your name and get crazy motherfuckers like this to go in your comments and bully you off of the planet, maybe? I don't know. Like, what is his end goal here? He knows this woman is struggling. He knows she's struggling mentally. He knows she's postpartum and like not herself and stuff. And yet he's still sending a brigade of unhinged people like this to her account. Narcissist. Clocked. Easy. And everybody on the planet knows the black community is one of the most toxic fucking communities ever. So he knows for sure. And I'm not even going to say this next part because I'm not trying to be... I'm not trying to be... But there is a lot of rampant mental illness in the black community. But my point is, this man knows that his baby mom is struggling with postpartum right now. His first interest, his biggest priority right now is getting the internet to bully Hallie. His biggest goal right now is to get the internet to bully Hallie to give him that control. If I drive to your house, it's 3 hours. If I drive over there to see my son, you better open the fucking door. You better let me in. If not, then fuck you and fuck your feelings and fuck your postpartum. You're gonna feel my wrath. Everybody on the planet knows that babies like well-being, mental health, happiness, all of that depends on the mother's well-being, mental health, happiness. And him sitting there on a fucking podcast destroying her mental health, sending men like this to comment on her stuff and bully her off the internet may be his goal, and to give that control back to him, that might be his goal. He might bully her off the fucking planet. He might get these people to bully her off of the planet. And, that's a whole different conversation about, like, calling women who see men like this obvious narcissists and be like, hey, you might want to watch out for that one. Those men, other narcissists will be like, you're just jealous. You wish that was you. You're just jealous. Like, no, we can see the patterns in the early beginning. And some people don't have the vocabulary to say exactly what it is, but it's like narcissism. It's the narcissistic abuse cycle. Idolization, and then the devaluation. We're at the devaluation stage right now. And we knew it was coming. And the baby is that anchor that was supposed to give him unlimited access to Hallie, no matter what, until the end of time. And hey, I mean, for 18 years, she does have to deal with him a little bit. So he won in that regard. But I don't give a fuck. I can see this shit a mile away, and I'm not going to be quiet about it because it's disgusting. You're not going to sit here and destroy the mental health of another woman just to get control over her again, or to get her to, like, decline in mental health. No. Men like that, that's disgusting. That's DDG's fan base. That's probably how DDG acts. Clock it.